News at Noon starts right now.
And we start with news happening right now. Teachers from all over Colorado are swarming the state capitol. This is a live look at the crowd from Sky 9. So many educators called off today that several schools had to close for the day. They're pushing back against a potential funding change that would be based on actual enrollment numbers instead of average numbers. District officials see that as a $150 million cut that they were not expecting. We are at the rally and we will hear from the teachers starting on 9 News at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And their rally just comes hours before President Trump is expected to deliver a death blow to the U.S. Department of Education. That executive order should come at 2 o'clock this afternoon. NBC's Alice Barr has more.
Today, long brewing news expected to become reality, with the White House confirming President Trump will sign an executive order to close the Department of Education.
We're going to move education into the states.
Shuttering the department would take an act of Congress, but the administration could gut it so it can't operate. Last week, half the department's staff was cut.
This is about federal streams of money that help students live into their full potential.
Schools are already run and nearly 90% funded at the state and local level. The federal education department's funding and services protects students with disabilities, investigates discrimination, helps low-income school districts, and manages higher ed financial aid. Education Secretary Linda McMahon has said those core functions will continue.
None of that's going to fall through the cracks.
The Trump administration also weighing a new step on immigration. 3 defense officials tell NBC News options are up for discussion, though not yet approved, to create a southern border buffer zone that could include U.S. troops temporarily holding migrants who cross into the country. That as the White House is pushing back hard against the federal judge who temporarily blocked President Trump from using a rarely invoked 1798 law to deport hundreds of alleged Venezuelan gang members.
This is an activist judge who is trying to usurp the president's authority.
A former Trump administration attorney rejecting that.
He's ruled very decisively for Republican-leaning positions and very decisively for Democratic-leaning positions, making it plain that he is not an ideologue.
As the White House tests the limits of presidential power. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And warmer weather today, but Chris, where's the sun? Chris Bianchi with our 9 News Weather Impact team is here now, trying to find it. Where's the sun at?
I'll talk to my people about that. It's somewhere over those mountain wave clouds here on the first day of spring. Yes, we've got a fair bit of high-level cloud cover out there, but still, it's already notably warmer than it was this time yesterday. We're still, even with that cloud cover, about 10 degrees warmer than where we were at this point about noon on your Wednesday here. But on this Thursday, it's about 49 degrees. Again, more clouds than sun, but we will get some blips of sunshine in there that should get us on up into the mid-50s. Right now, mostly 40s, 50s, eastern plains. Notice where we have less cloud cover here, far eastern plains. Already into the mid-50s for us out by Ray and Yuma County. Today, 56 for us, partly cloudy skies, some elevated fire danger south and east of Denver. That's going to be the big kind of impact for today. Just keep an eye here on this part of the state, though. Those cooler skies, cooler conditions may limit that fire danger just a tad. But coming up, my full forecast, I'll have details on some mountain snow this weekend.
Several of the games playing right here at Ball Arena, and Ball Arena is no doubt getting a little packed this afternoon. This is a live look inside that lobby. Denver is hosting games for 2 regions, the South and the East. The East region game tipped off at 11 o'clock or 11:30 this morning. The 3rd-seeded Wisconsin Badgers are taking on 14th-seeded Montana. Then after that, 6th-seeded BYU will face 11th-seeded VCU. And then starting around 5:30, it's the South's turn. The 4th-seeded Texas A&M Aggies will play the 13th-seeded Yale Bulldogs. And then after that, the 5th-seeded Michigan Wolverines face the 12th-seeded UC San Diego Tritons. In the meantime, Jenny Meckles is live now after talking with fans outside Ball Arena this morning. Jenny, March Madness is starting. I'm assuming fans are pretty jazzed about that.
Fans are very jazzed, Jeremy, and I can promise you they've been partying since early this morning just to get ready for these games. You already kind of walked folks through all of the different games that are happening today. 4 games throughout this first round here in Denver. The very first tip-off was Wisconsin-Montana at 11:30 this morning. We got out here at Ball around right at the top of 11 just as fans were filtering in. And, you know, you're seeing a lot more than just that game, right? People are buying tickets to multiple sessions. Some people are just out here because they love basketball. Fans are telling us how excited they were that Denver got to host a round, especially folks who are local, who have a team playing here. On Selection Sunday, they were like, we were on our laptops ready to go, buy those tickets. We caught up with a couple of fans today who said they started partying pretty early.
The fact that Denver is hosting some of those games, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
So
we've been doing this since we've been filling out brackets since we were 10 years old. So this is a big thing for our friend group.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Who do you have winning all?
We got Florida.
At Molly's Wisconsin Tavern before, fine establishment.
Not the most convenient time, but we made it work.
Yeah, I'm here with breakfast and we're ready to go.
Great. Yeah, it's fine. Did I hear you're playing hooky today?
I am playing hooky today.
She wasn't the only person we talked to playing hooky from work today. I met a couple of people who were also playing hooky from work or from school. One woman was like, hey, I'm working on my phone kind of on the side. One kid's like, I skipped school to come out here with my dad for the weekend. So much fun. Everybody loves March Madness. Tickets, by the way, guys, tickets sold out in advance. You can still get the resale tickets. I haven't checked this morning to see like if they dropped in price this morning, but as of last night, some of those all session tickets were above $400 a pop. So Jeremy, it's so fun. March Madness is here. Did you make a bracket, by the way?
No, I did not, and I'm going to get slammed for that. I've been so busy.
No, you like your money too much to lose it?
Yeah. Working from
okay, yeah,
Ball
me neither.
Arena.
I like my money too much to lose it, but that's okay.
Okay. Jenny Meckles live at Ball Arena. Thank you so much for that report. Hosting all these fans from across the country means big help for local businesses. Local reporter Brianna Fernandez, I believe, has a report about that.
So the last time that March Madness was held here in Denver was back in 2023. The Downtown Denver Partnership says that there was a significant jump in economic activity. So here's a breakdown of what we saw 2 years ago. Denver saw its 3rd highest visitor traffic day during the men's NCAA tournament, which brought 200,000 people to downtown. During that same time frame, Ball Arena also had the highest visitor activity, and people spent upwards of $281 for nosebleed seats at Ball Arena compared to other cities where tickets were under $100. Matthew Payne, executive director of the Denver Sports Commission, says with all this excitement on and off the court, there's a chance March Madness could be coming back here to the Mile High City.
As far as our office goes and logistics, we'll probably at some point this year go through that bid process again for bringing back future March Madness tournament games. So we review and evaluate all kinds of different events, but we'll definitely go for March Madness because it plays so well here in Denver.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see when that bid will actually happen. Fingers crossed we get another March Madness right here in Denver. Now, for a full coverage of March Madness and all the games that are happening here at Ball Arena, we're going to have that for you right here on 9 News and also 9news.com. For now, I'm outside of Ball Arena. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
All righty, and tomorrow Colorado's focus will shift to the Rams. The Colorado State team flew out to Seattle yesterday, where they have a date with the 5th-seeded Memphis tomorrow at noon. We're previewing that game today on 9 News at 4 o'clock.